I just think they looked at the list of the companies that were most heavily shorted and decided to go for those.
It's so interesting that this all happened because of a Reddit forum. Also, it just shows the power of the internet nowadays. You know, it's interesting to look at both sides of the story, too. Obviously, the Redditors really benefited off of this, but the hedge funds, not so much.
Subscribe and listen now by going to FoxNewsPodcasts.com. From the Fox News Podcasts Network, it's the Fox News Rundown. Start your day with a contrast of perspectives you won't hear anywhere else. A daily morning podcast going far beyond the headlines, tapping into the massive reporting resources of Fox News to provide a full picture of the news of the day.
I'm Dana Perino.
I'm Brett Baer.
I'm Jessica Tarlov.
I'm Chris Wallace, and this is the Fox News Rundown.
Listen and subscribe now by going to FoxNewsPodcasts.com.
You're listening to WIFO-FM in Jessup. Big Dog Country, 105.5 on your FM dial. It's now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings, by Quinton Associates Country Financial, by Murphy Builder Supply, and by First Southern Bank.
Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings restaurant in Jessup is now open for business, practicing social distancing, but still serving that great food that Damon's is famous for. Come inside or come through the drive-thru, but Damon's is open inside and welcomes back its customers. The menu's the same, the service is fast, and the food is fantastic, and the sauces remain the same, mild, wild, insane, or inferno. The number is the same, 588-WING, 588-9464. Damon's Restaurant on West Cherry Street in Jessup. Dining room now open for business. Come on in and enjoy a great meal today.
Country Financial is ranked number 1 in customer satisfaction for home insurance according to J.D. Power. Why am I sharing such big news instead of some mascot or movie star? Because at Country Financial, we don't invest in all that. We invest in our clients. Call me, Stephanie, at 912-588-1051 at Shauna Quinn's office to learn more about Country Financial's J.D. Power award-winning home insurance.
For J.D. Power 2020 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Home insurance policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Country Preferred Insurance Company, or Country Casualty Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jessup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jessup.
When it comes to growing a family business, we understand the business of growing. At First Southern Bank, we've been meeting the needs of South Georgia farmers for over 100 years with competitive ag loan rates, including equipment loans, farmland loans, and lines of credit. First Southern Bank has all the banking tools you need to help keep your growing business growing. First Southern Bank, investing in you since 1907. For loan rates and more, visit FirstSouthernGA.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Jessup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
World famous. The world famous Butch and Bob Show.
World famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO-FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio. Bob, we've got several guests this morning, so let's go ahead and get started with our first guest this morning.
If you plug me in, I can...
Oh, got to plug you in first? Let's plug Bob in so we can hear Blake on the headsets. There you go, Bob.
There, now I can hear him.
Okay, Blake?
Good, Blake.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. How you doing today?
Doing all right. How about you guys? Glad you got plugged in.
Senator Blake Tillery on the phone with us from Atlanta.
I can hear you, but, the big story up in Atlanta is all these bills being proposed on, trying to improve the election process. Democrats say they're restricting voting, so looks like it's going to be a big debate up there, but it's going on all across the country. I mean, it's not just here in the state of Georgia. Lawmakers in 43 states considering over 250 bills that would make changes in the voting system. So tell us how you think it's going to play out here in the state of Georgia.
Yeah, well, thank you, Bob. First of all, I just don't buy into the notion that it has to be one or the other. I don't believe that having integrity means that you have restrictions. So I think you can have both at the same time. So that's one of the things we're pushing here, making sure that we're looking back at some of the things that were proposed after the 2018 election. Excuse me. And things that at that point in time the minority party said were important, looking back at those, working some of those in, including efforts to make sure you've got all the ballots totaled before you start counting them. In other words, before we start counting and saying that vote was for Bob, that vote was for Butch, let's know that we've got 5,000 votes that we're counting total. Really kind of simple stuff like that. So the House had their big debate on their big, what people call the omnibus bill, the all-inclusive bill, yesterday. Lasted for about 3 hours. It got kind of heated, but they passed it out. And then on the Senate side, our omnibus bill, I imagine, will come. If it doesn't come this week, it will come Monday. And but we've already passed several other smaller pieces of that bill earlier last week and moved those forward. So you're right, election still is a big topic over here. Second only possibly to, well, I don't know that it's second to anything. Maybe the budget falls second to that this year, and then COVID-19 response being right behind that.
Well, the sad thing is it goes right down party lines again, 92-72. So, we see it, and most people see it as improvement. But like I said, it seems it's going to be a big debate and protest outside. So, the question is, if it does pass, will it stand or will it go to court, or where are we going?
Yeah, I think it's certainly going to go to court. You can expect anything that deals with elections now to go to court. That's my concern about even our maps when we have to redraw our districts in the fall. In the back of our mind, I think all of us know that regardless of how fair anyone tries to be, you're probably heading to court when it's related to elections right now. You mentioned protesters yesterday. Sometimes the pictures that you see don't really match what's going on. Most of the folks were pretty calm, held their signs, made their point. I didn't think it was nearly what some of the pictures on front pages make it look like.
What about the confrontation inside when the officer grabbed the state representative arm?
Yeah.
Was that
happened
as bad as they said it was? Yeah, this happened Friday.
That happened Friday, and one of the you had a protest going on inside the Capitol. There's a rule that says you can't disrupt the Capitol, the sessions while they're going. That group made an argument that the House was not in session, but I believe the Senate still was. So the state troopers had a blowhorn and said, hey, listen, you can't disrupt while things are going on in session with, I guess, technically on a recess, not adjourned. And one of the state representatives walked up and put her ear right to the edge of the blowhorn, and a officer grabbed her arm and moved her away from the front of the blowhorn. And so that's been shown on tons of social media, and you can see the video and make your own decision there.
All right. And if you're just joining us, State Senator Blake Tillery on the phone with us. How about the budget? Where we stand on the budget?
Right now, the House has the budget. They are about to pass out the big budget. So remember, we did the amended, which we kind of true up things usually for school systems in the first part of the year. Now we're at the big budget, which will fund the state government from July 1st of 2021 until June 30th of 2022. The House will probably take that up in committee on Wednesday and push it across the floor on Friday, which means my work really starts Friday afternoon, and I'll go into a hermit hole, and you'll see me sometime at the end of March.
Will you be like a groundhog? You'll be in your hermit hole and then come out, and if you see your shadow, we'll, still have more cold weather? How does that work, Senator?
Yeah, we'll know there's more days of winter, I guess.
What else can we expect this week?
Well, I think you've got a variety of bills that have already been proposed and are moving through the chamber. The ones we talked about will dominate. You'll see more movement also on COVID-19 vaccine releases as the Johnson & Johnson vaccine is now rolled out throughout our state. Remember, it's a one-shot vaccine, and also it doesn't have some of the temperature requirements that we've seen from some of the other vaccines. So we expect that it'll probably travel better in our rural areas. I know that our area particularly has seen a little bit of a lesser amount of vaccines than certain other areas. I think that the J&J, the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, is going to help us remedy that. Appreciate everyone who's working overtime after hours to help folks who want to get that vaccine.
This past Thursday, the governor announced the teachers are eligible March the 8th, but how do they go about it? Do they sign up, or how's that going to work? They announced the teachers get it, but where do they sign up at?
Yeah, the Department of Public Health actually has a registration page. It's something we tried to fund in the amended budget. And that's the first step. And then also you can work with your county health departments. I know a lot of people have had some phone log jams as they go through those. And that's something that I do a weekly column I know a lot of you guys read. I'll try to put more information on that this week. And if you'd like to get it, you're welcome to sign up for it. Just send me an email at blake@blaketillery.com, or you can just go to my website, blaketillery.com, and read all of them for the past, since the beginning of session.
Okay. Well, again, we appreciate you being here. We got several guests in the green room, so I'm going to cut this short today.
Out this morning.
What's that?
I hope y'all have a good morning, and thank you so much for allowing me to be on the air.
Well, like I said, we appreciate it, and like I said, we'll continue to talk to you, and we'll talk with you again next Tuesday. The sessions it ends on the 31st of this month. Is that correct? So you get about 28 more days, 29 more days. Is that correct?
That's right. I'm afraid they'll be pretty long ones, though.
Well, that's what you signed up for, Senator, so
right.
We appreciate you representing us well.
Thanks, guys. I hope y'all have a good morning.
All right. Take care. All right, world-famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WYFO. That was State Senator Blake Tillery. He's got an 8:15 meeting, so and we got more guests in the green room here at the radio station. Our next guest in just a moment, we're going to talk recreation, and then we're going to talk Wayne County Band Boosters right here on the world-famous Butch and Bob Show. Good morning.
Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings restaurant in Jessup is now open for business, practicing social distancing, but still serving that great food that Damon's is famous for. Come inside or come through the drive-thru, but Damon's is open inside and welcomes back its customers. The menu's the same, the service is fast, and the food is fantastic, and the sauces remain the same, mild, wild, insane, or inferno. The number is the same, 588-WING, 588-9464. Damon's Restaurant on West Cherry Street in Jessup. Dining room now open for business. Come on in and enjoy a great meal today.
Country Financial is ranked #1 in customer satisfaction for home insurance according to J.D. Power. Why am I sharing such big news instead of some mascot or movie star? Because at Country Financial, we don't invest in all that. We invest in our clients. Call me, Stephanie, at 912-588-1051 at Shauna Quinn's office to learn more about Country Financial's J.D. Power award-winning home insurance.
For J.D. Power 2020 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Home insurance policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Country Preferred Insurance Company, or Country Casualty Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
We continue on with the world-famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO-FM in Jessup. Bob, who's our next guest?
The Recreation Director, Lamar Speck, was on hand last night. He was at the County Commissioners meeting for a presentation, and they made some improvements approved by the board last night, about $60,000 worth of improvements out of Bill Morris Park. So just thought I'd get him in and talk specifically of what all was going to take place. I hear improved lighting, some picnic tables, a canopy for people to sit and eat, also a basketball court going to be right down where the playground equipment is. So the question everybody asks, where's the playground equipment going? And I think we're going to
that's somebody's been asking about the playground equipment. We'll get to that in a minute. But we got some improvements we're going to do at Bill Morris Park. It's a little bit of upgrade. It's going to be mostly, a little safer out there, but our first little project is to extend the concession stand, pave it out, where the bathrooms be handicap accessible, and extend the roof on the concession stand. That way we can put some picnic tables under the pavilion there, and that people can eat there, or sit there and watch the games or whatever. But it'll be nice. Like I said, this will be our second phase of the concession stand. We went in and redone the concession stand a month ago, so everything's good, looks good. And then we're going to use the existing lights poles on the football field. We're going to put up new LED lights, and then we're also going to light the new football field we just built a couple years ago. So both our fields will be lit with LED lights, and it'll be a lot better because the lights we had the existing lights was pretty old. And then where the playground used to be at down there by the junior boys field, we're going to actually put a basketball court down there. Be a little nice court for everybody to come play on. And then the playground is going to go up there at the front by the concession stand. So everybody hang on. The playground's coming back, but we had to take the old playground down because it wasn't safe. It wasn't approved by OSHA, nobody else. So we had to get that thing down. But the new playground, we're going to put it up by the concession stand. It's going to go where the War Memorial monument is, because they're going to move that to the hospital. So, but we got a few things going on out there. We also going to put tops.
New playground equipment too.
New playground equipment. That's right. We're also going to put tops on the bleachers for the adult softball field. We don't have no tops for the bleachers, so that way you can get out the sun and the rain or whatever, and then it'll all be matched out there. So this will be our third phase of what we're going to do last night, and for the county commissioner, Mr. Jefferson, last night for allowing me to come up there and present my case, and it got approved. So we're going to start right away on this construction or whatever we need to do.
And everybody asks the question, where's the money coming from? But it's in the SPLOST
money. It's the recreation SPLOST. That's exactly right.
Recreation Department gets their share, so that's what they're using. They're using the SPLOST money to make these improvements. So, and everybody's familiar with those LED lights now because they have them at the baseball field. So
right.
They're a lot better, so those will, definitely be improved.
Oh, yeah, like I said, we had problems with the lights last couple of years, and we've been getting prices on new ones and this and that, so we figured we'd go the best route because, like I said, we don't use them but 2 or 3 months out of the year for football season, but now, like I said, we have both fields lit. We don't have to push the game through, try to get over before it gets dark. And like I said, we have to use less lights because of the LED light, and it'll be lit up out there real nice. So looking forward to seeing that. Like I said, it's been a while since we had some new lights on our football field, so it's going to be a great asset to our program. So
the question is, how soon will we see the improvements? How soon will this take place?
As soon as I get off the air with you, I'm gonna start making my phone calls. We're gonna start right away. I imagine they'll go ahead and start on the concession stand, and we got to remove some trees at Bill Marsh Park. We're going for the basketball court down there. But like I said, we're gonna start this project as soon as possible.
Sounds good. Like I said, I wasn't able to attend because I was at the baseball game, so I just thought it's best you give us the details. I talked to Herschel Harris last night. He gave me some of the particulars, but again, glad to see the commissioners approve these expenditures for the improvements at Bill Morris Park, and we'll look forward to the improvements and appreciate you coming in and give us the full details.
Well, I appreciate y'all having me. So I'll come back one day and we talk baseball about when we're going to start and all that.
Yeah, we got a start date on that. Do you have the start date?
29th of March. It's coming up. So
wow.
Right. We've picked our teams, and we've started practicing, and they're getting at it. So we're gonna play the first week, and then we're gonna take spring break off, and then we're gonna come back and finish it up. And hopefully we'll be hosting district and state tournaments out there. We're gonna put our bids in and see what happens. So
good numbers.
Good numbers for the pandemic still going on. We got some pretty good numbers. They're not like they used to be, but they're better than what we thought. But it's manageable. So
sounds good. Again, always good to see you, and we appreciate it very much.
Thank y'all.
All right, take care. WIFO FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio, 16 minutes after 8 o'clock, world famous Butch and Bob Show. Up next, we'll be talking, with the Wayne County Band Boosters. Stay tuned.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jessup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jessup.
When it comes to growing a family business, we understand the business of growing. At First Southern Bank, we've been meeting the needs of South Georgia farmers for over 100 years with competitive ag loan rates, including equipment loans, farmland loans, and lines of credit. First Southern Bank has all the banking tools you need to help keep your growing business growing. First Southern Bank, investing in you since 1907. For loan rates and more, visit FirstSouthernGA.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
18 minutes after 8 o'clock, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO, 105.5 FM in Jessup. We continue on with the world-famous Butch and Bob Show. We're talking Wayne County Band Booster. Cindy Hughes in this morning. Good morning, Cindy.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing
Thanks
good.
for having us.
No problem at all. So y'all requested the time to be here on the show. What's going on with the band there at Wayne County High School, Cindy?
Well, we've got a lot going on. With me is Farrell Cooksey. Farrell's actually our Band Boosters president.
Farrell!
Good morning.
Vice President.
Been a while.
It has been.
Okay.
I'll let Farrell start and tell you about some of the stuff we've got going on. We've got a lot going on right now.
Okay.
Our biggest thing right now is the raffle that we're doing to raise money for our band boosters. With this money we spend investing back into the band program just like any other booster club does. With us, like every other club, we've been hit hard. We haven't had a chance to do a lot of fundraising. We've kept our kids in, I won't say quarantine, but we've kept them at a safe distance, so we haven't had a chance to do a lot. We didn't have our football game concession stands this year, so we're a little behind as far as our fundraising. We have teamed up with Ag Pro in Brunswick, and we're doing a raffle on a John Deere Gator. We're only selling 350 tickets. We're selling them for $100 a piece, so your odds are very good. Ag Pro has come alongside of us with this. They've given us a really good deal on the machine. So we're excited about this. We've already sold quite a few tickets. We just started this past weekend. I think the 22nd we started. We're going to run this raffle through the time of the meeting on May 4th. At that point in time, we're going to have either our new sheriff, Chuck Mosley, or our chief deputy, Mr. Mike Hargroves, come by and do the drawing. So that way it's totally out of our hands and we cover all of our bases. But again, with that money, we will go back and invest back into the band program with some of the equipment that needs to be upgraded that doesn't fall into the regular budget of the Wayne County Board.
All right. Can you hand me that flyer?
I sure can, sir.
All right. And so this is a Gator.
Yes, sir. John Deere Gator.
John Deere Gator. Man, this is nice. Got
it's a very nice machine. I won't lie. I'm buying a
I'm gonna
ticket.
hold it up to the camera. Go ahead. Let's keep talking.
Part of these funds will be, I guess you would call them seed money, so that we can prepare for our, if everything goes according to plan, our band competition November 6th. We will be doing that once again. We're praying that all things clear and all the hurdles are eliminated so that we can have our competition on Saturday, November 6th.
Okay. This John Deere Gator, it's a midsize XUV. It's got double seats and then a cargo area in the back, 100-inch wheelbase, and $100 tickets are $100. And how many are you selling again?
We're only selling 350.
Okay.
You can see either any of the board members. We have some of our booster members have tickets. We have some at First Horizon Bank. We have some at Crawford's Jewelers, and we will have some at Hillbilly's Grill and Barbecue. We are also encouraging our band parents to come out to our booster meeting tonight at 6 o'clock at the Wayne County Band Room. So come on out and hear what all's going on.
All right, sounds good.
I think Miss Cindy's got a few other things.
Prize right there. All right, Cindy?
Well, just to tag on to what Farrell said, our band kids, just like a lot of programs, have been hit really hard this year and the last year. But they've stayed the course and they've worked so hard, and we're so proud of them. This is going to be a huge fundraiser for us to be able to fund our competition, praying we can have our competition. We couldn't have it last year. And so we would just like to encourage people to support us. Our band boosters meeting, like Farrell said, is tonight at 6 o'clock at the tech room. You don't have to have a child in band to be a member of the booster, so anybody that wants to support us, we would encourage you to come out. These tickets are going fast, and so if you want to get one, like Farrell said, I have them at First Horizon Bank, Crawford's Jewelers, Band Boosters members. Get them because they're going quick.
Okay.
That's pretty much all I have. We do have some concerts coming up in May.
In May?
In May.
Okay.
Arthur
Wayne
Williams.
County High School Band and Arthur middle schools too?
It is middle school. Arthur Williams Middle School is on May the 6th. Martha Puckett is on May the 11th. The high school band concert is on the 13th, and so we encourage people to support those also.
Okay. Well, we encourage the band director to let us know, when they're having concerts and so forth. I was talking to Bob, and I think they just had one or something like that, and we did. So we just need to.
We just had some concerts last week or the week before.
We had LGPE practice. LGPE is basically our evaluation that the band programs go through. They bring in outside judges. We get scored. They tell us what we can do to improve.
So that was our an assessment type thing, saying here's how you're doing more than anything else. They're saying here's what you need to improve. I remember those days back when my boys were in band.
Yeah. Right now, those are not necessarily open to the public.
Yeah, they're not concerts.
I will let you guys know, definitely know, when we do have things open, so the community can go.
Good. Well, the next sounds like the next concerts are in May.
Yes.
With the two middle schools and the high school.
Yes.
And hopefully, maybe we can have the band director in about a week before the events, or y'all. To talk about the concerts, what they're going to be doing, and things of that sort, and give the band a little bit more publicity.
We would also love it if the middle school parents would become involved in the boosters. If your kids are coming up into high school, now's a good time to start.
Okay.
Is there an assistant band director? I saw on the personnel
Say that again, Bob.
I said, is there a new assistant band director? Because I saw the assistant went to the middle school on the personnel, so who's going to be the new assistant band director?
Currently, there is a long-term sub in that position. The band director that was at Arthur Williams, Miss Alexa, had actually picked up a position in Brunswick. She recently married, and her husband works in Kingsland. They live in Brunswick, so it was a drive for her, and so it was an opportunity for her to get close to home. Mr. Patrick Smith has moved over to the Arthur Williams Middle School. He's been our assistant director, so this is a big step for Patrick. We're proud of him. He's moved over to be an actual band director, and he now has the entire middle school over there. So,
which one?
He's at Arthur Williams.
Arthur Williams, okay.
Mr. Chris Harper is over at Martha Puckett Middle School. So we have a lot of talent as far as those three schools. Last time I talked to Mr. McGee, they are going to be hiring a new assistant band director for the high school.
Okay. Sounds good. It's good to hear the band's able to get back and start doing things after this COVID situation. Because, you really shut down with them because you're blowing and you're playing. And so, you got particles going everywhere. So it's difficult for them to do what they're doing. But it's good to see them back in action.
Yes, it is.
Yes, sir. It's good to have those kids direct some of their energy into some of these activities.
Okay. So once again, Farrell, tell us about this giveaway you are doing, big fundraiser for the Wayne County Band Boosters Club to support the band.
Once again, it's our Gator raffle. We're raffling off a John Deere Gator in conjunction with Ag Pro in Brunswick. It's a 2-seater, which means it holds 5 individuals. We're selling 350 tickets only. They are $100 a piece. You can find them either at First Horizon Bank with Miss Cindy. You can find them at Crawford's Jewelry, Mr. Jeffrey Crawford. Each of our booster board members have tickets. We will have some at the meeting tonight for sale. We've been putting it on Facebook and on our band page. But again, there's only 350. We have, if I'm not mistaken, and Miss Cindy can help my math on this, we're probably somewhere around the neighborhood of 100 already sold in the first week.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they are going fast.
Well, that's a good-looking SUV right there. So John Deere Gator, midsize.
Yes, sir.
Looks good.
Farrell has tickets with him.
Farrell's got tickets.
I have tickets with me. I don't go anywhere without tickets now.
Nowhere without your tickets, huh?
That's right.
No, sir.
All right.
We always have this band hat on.
Well, that's what you do when you're president of the Boosters Club. Got to keep that thing on, Farrell, right?
Apparently, yes, sir.
Apparently.
So we wear all hats and we all work together. I will say Miss Cindy, Miss Kelly Shanklin helped come up with our flyer. Miss Cindy helped with our tickets. Miss Veronica Ravenel, Miss Tina Williamson, Miss Donna Bonhart all do a heck of a job when it comes to the functioning of our boosters.
Okay.
So I'm proud of them.
Well, you're going to wrap up this year with those concerts in May, and hopefully by the time that next Labor Day weekend or the weekend before that comes, we start our football games, that things will be back to normal and the band will be able to play in town, out of town, concerts, competition, get back in that regular routine that has been so interrupted this year because of COVID.
There's nothing like the full band on a Friday night in those stands playing their music and supporting the Wayne County Yellow Jacket football team.
Yeah.
We did see a difference. I won't lie to you. I went to a few games. We did see a difference. And when you're not able to take the full band, and when you practice as a whole band, and when a few pieces are out and missing, it changes the whole dynamics. And we miss it. We're ready to be back there as well.
Well, it's good to be back. Bob was saying in sports this morning that Alabama plans on having a full stadium in September with their very first game with 100,000 people there. And that's their plans as COVID cases go down and, of course, as folks get the vaccine.
Yes, sir.
All right. Anything else, Bob?
Good.
All right.
Well, thank y'all very much for letting us be on here this morning. We greatly appreciate this time, and we also appreciate the support from WIFO.
Okay. Anytime y'all need publicity, just let us know here on the show or just send us announcements, okay?
Thank y'all.
All right. That wraps up the Butch and Bob Show. All right. The world-famous Butch and Bob Show here on Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO, 105.5 FM in Jessup. It's been brought to you by Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings. Also brought to you by O'Quinn & Associates, Country Financial, by Murphy